Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment, and please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. In today's video, we are going to have very interesting discussion. So please remember always to put a notification bell, and get, direct information as it comes, to your screen. Thank you so much, my good people. Let's start this video. You know, sometimes when somebody is very calm, don't take it for granted. You know, don't really take it for granted. You know, when a person is calm and you keep on following him, the day he will react, it might not be a good thing. I have been in position to observe the fisherman Okintu for quite a long period of time now. He used first of all to make videos moving towards the gate of the travel commando. Then he goes to his fish pond. You know, that was provocation. But now, he is now developing a mentality whereby he's starting to make videos when he's actually directly to the gate of the travel commando. Let me tell you, nobody can allow such a thing. You know, you cannot go and make videos and you are actually on somebody's gate, ever distance it is. You know, where are the morals really? This is provocation. You know, this is complete provocation. And when time to come, people beat him up, then you will come out to be making noise. But you see, you can provoke people for a lot of times. But when people react, don't cry. Don't cry. You know, because this is actually becoming too much. It's becoming too much. You know, you cannot tell me you cannot make a video from your own compound and you come and stand on the road, even if it's a public road. Why did he choose to go and make a video at a place that is actually directly to the gate of the travel commando? You know? And then there are individuals who are actually very busy praising him, you know? Praising him that he's actually doing the right thing. You know? Why do you support evil things? You know? This is actually wrong. And the fisherman need to be told that you are actually doing a wrong thing. You see, however much you want to make content, if somebody have told you, please, I don't want to see you here, and you stop making videos and you're showing my gate, why don't you stop it? You know? Because these individuals claim they want peace. You know? That they want peace in this community. They want peace in this village. But they are the ones who are following this family each and every day. I have not seen the travel commando going to Kintu's family and is recording videos there. You know? I've not seen. You know? But this is the fisherman who is actually going to look for the travel commando at his villa. You know? He leaves his family, his home. He comes to make a video, in the road that they have been criticizing that it is actually a bad road. Him passing on the road, there is no problem about, but why? Because that road is actually, it's a road for everybody. But why do you come and make a video when you are actually very busy? Even when he is talking, he is pointing at the home of the traffic command. Then he says everybody has a freedom to walk in this road, to make a video in this road, because this is a public road. Please let us stop deceiving ourselves. The truth being told, the Kintman had gone to make a video to show people, his audience, that is actually very, very powerful. That the family of the traffic commando can actually do nothing. That is what he was trying to prove. It is not actually right. When are you going to stop, doing this kind of things? This provocation is beyond, it is completely beyond, and it is unacceptable. And I was seeing how he is talking so badly about the people who are actually at the traffic commando's place. He was very busy mentioning the name of Mawira. So why are you concerned with the people who are staying at the traffic commando's place? Like, actually, that is, you think that is now you want to control everybody who goes at the traffic commando's place. Look at how stupid this young man is. I have actually never seen a family that can tolerate somebody like Kintu. I've never seen. Here in Africa, here, you go and do such things in people's homes. My friend, if you wake up the next day, you'll ask me. People can even go and follow you up to your home. The travel commando is actually very, very peaceful. That is the reason why this useless person is actually provoking this family each and every day. Let me tell you, there is no family here who can accept that level of provocation that the fisherman is doing. There is no family. You cannot go and do such a thing to my family, then we shall look at you. No. That one is unacceptable. You go and make video at my gate without my authorization, even if it's a distance away, and you're pointing my gate, my friend, you'll not like it. You will not like it. This kind of madness should stop. You claim the man is bad, the man has bad behaviors, the man does what, but you are going to his gate to shoot videos. You are going to his home, you are pointing at his home, you are moving everywhere. At the same time, you are saying he's an evil man. If he's an evil person, then who is you? Who are you? You're a devil. Sometimes people should actually learn how to behave themselves. The level of provocation this Kintu man is showing to the family of the travel commando is actually one day is going to lead to something that is not good. Because really, it's like somebody who is forcing you, he is forcing you to accept him back. It was just because of bad behaviors. So if somebody have chased you from his home, it means he does not want you. Why do you force yourself? It's like you have chased a worker from your home, maybe from your company, and then you chase him today, tomorrow you're seeing him back. You arrest him, take him to police and warn him that I don't want to see you here. The next day the man is back. That is what the fisherman is actually doing. Maybe he wants to go back to, it's like this man is missing a lot of things from the travel command. He's actually missing, you know, he's missing maybe nice food that he used to eat from there. Because actually, if you say you're now doing so well, what do you need from that home? What is really so special in that home? What is so special there? You know? What is really so special that you cannot afford in your home and it is in the home of the travel command? You know? At the same time, he keeps on saying it's a bad place. But he wants to force himself there. Each and every day, he wants to make sure that he's around there. You know? Relevancy. You're looking for relevancy or you're looking for problems. You know? Then when he mobilizes people to beat you up, people will say he's a bad person. You know? But the level of provocation is too much. You know? Even when he's not feeling well, maybe he's resting, people are telling you the man is here at your gate shooting a video. You know? You can see that level of disorganization. I don't think you can do such a thing in US. Somebody will pull you a gun. You know? But because this is a peaceful man that actually people are taking for granted. Yesterday, you saw a fool who was talking that he wants to organize the villagers and what they will demonstrate. I was like, now, you see, you have not fallen from heaven. You have been in the same village. You know? You have been in the same village. And where were you? You know? Where were you? Eh? Where were you when these people were struggling to develop themselves? You know, that I want to organize the villagers. I will organize them to demonstrate. Let me tell you, you look for relevancy, but your time will always, you know, your time will reach and expire. You know? These are people who just want to show off themselves to the public. You know? But the truth is, you cannot be provoking somebody each and every day. You know? That you have a chest, you can fight, you can do what? You know? This level of behaviors is actually unacceptable. Let me tell you, the travel commando is actually a person who is very, very peaceful. Very, very. I have never seen a person who is like that, by the way. You know? I've never seen. Here in Africa, you go and do such a thing in somebody's home. Because you have a camera, you will record him. Somebody will crush you even when you have that camera. Somebody will crush you like never before. You know? Because you cannot be, they have entertained you enough. They have given you enough. But you are still provoking them. And when they beat you, people will say he's a bad person. You know? Really? Really? Let's first of all watch this clip. And then when I come back, we shall continue from there. It's really very, very annoying. Very, very upsetting. You know? Very, very annoying. The man is struggling. His wife is sick. He's rushing to Nairobi to ensure the wife is okay with the child. Himself is not fine. You know? Some fool is going to his gate to record a video, talking nonsense, pointing at his gate, terrorizing everybody. You know? You can imagine you are not well. You are not feeling well. Your wife is not okay. You know? At the same time, somebody is very busy in the village. He's going at your gate. He's recording. He's talking nonsense. You know, really? When will the travel commando have peace? When will he have peace? He did not bring this platform in the village to traumatize him. He did not. What he actually wanted to the villagers to get is actually to get some finances, creating jobs for them. That is what he wanted to do to this village. And that is what he did. But now the villagers are turning the same thing that he has introduced to them to actually bring a lot of commotion, a lot of, you know. When will this man have peace? And the people whom he has helped are the ones who are actually destroying him. He has helped the fisherman. You know, he has helped him. He has helped Mugesi. He has helped Ernesto. You know, even this new one who is now making noise like a madman. He has ever worked at the Mama Aunt's house, that construction. He was there. You know, his brother is working at the construction site of the mwango. These are people whom he has helped. You know, these are not strangers to him. These are people whom he has been with, and you know, he has helped them. He thought he was helping brothers, fellow brothers in the village. But yet, actually, he's helping people who are going to destroy him. People who are going to finish him. You know? He had good intention to shape the village. He had good intention to actually ensure that the villagers have something to eat the next day. He was teaching them how to fish. But after all his effort, after all the energy, even when he used to be sick, he could still come out and hold the camera and teach these people how to fish. Even when he's sick. This is not a lie. You know? But these are the individuals who are plotting his destruction. These are individuals who are talking badly about his wife each and every day. Don't you guys even have brains to think? Don't you guys even have brains to appreciate? You know? Don't you really? But the only thing these individuals are doing is to come with videos each and every day. You know, not only making videos, maybe they are now going up to his gate. They are going up to his gate to traumatize him. They want to ensure that they actually finish this man. This is a plot what this man is doing, the Kintu man. He wants to finish the man. Because a person who can reach a point of going to your gate does not now want peace. That person actually want to finish you. That is the motive of this fisherman. Kintu actually want to finish the travel commando. This is what he's plotting. You know? And this family need to react when it is early. This guy is wrong. He has wrong intention. Because somebody who can now leave his own village come up to your gate to make a video. He wants to prove a point that you are actually nothing. You know, this level of provocation is reaching to the highest point. This is unacceptable. You know, it is not. You know, then when the travel commando react, you see fools coming out and saying, no, hey, he's a bad man. But the guy who is coming to my gate, he want me to sit and fold my hands? Eh? You want me to wait until he has destroyed my home? That's when you want me to, you know? And that will be their happiness. Let me tell you, enough is enough. Enough is enough. If the police cannot act by yourself. Yes. Because if you have been taking this man to the police and they are not arresting him, and he's keeping on coming back to your gate and is recording, you act. Because this is what he's looking for. This man is not looking for peace. There is no peace. Eh? What type of peace is there? You are coming to my gate to record me. You are coming to my gate to abuse me. You are coming to my gate to insult me. You are coming to my gate to talk badly about my wife. And you are very busy pointing at my gate. And I look at you. Is that the peace really that people want in the village? You know? Is that the peace these individuals are promoting? You are going to my gate, you are insulting me. That is peace? My friend, that kind of madness should stop. You know? It should stop. This is beyond. You know? There is a difference Between somebody walking and moving away from your gate, there's a very big difference. Then there is somebody who is coming, stand on the road, on the middle of the road that you sweated. You can imagine the road that you worked so hard, even to the extent of you almost getting sick. You know? You work so hard, then somebody comes, put a camera on the middle of the road, and is talking about you, and is abusing you, and is insulting you. At the same time, is calling you stupid. Really? Really? And that is what people want to say, that the fisherman is doing a good job. Really? Let's watch this clip, and then when I come back, we shall continue from there.
About handling much of the matters from A to B to C. Yeah, bro. Yeah, what's up, man?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wamesemekana ikitoka hapa.
Na nani?
Ndio mlinzi amesema.
Mlinzi mgani?
Mwenye analinda.
Kwani niko wapi? Niko wapi?
Mimi sijui, sasa ameniambia nikwambie hivi.
Ndio mwambie akuje.
Akuje.
Ona, ambia mwenye anataka kupita bana apite. Asilete upumbavu hapo. So the fact is always the fact. So I told you, they want to be sending somebody to tell me that I have to get out from here. Am I obligating some people's justice here? I'm recording myself and I'm making my own content. So that is the stupidity we are talking about. And that is something that we have to handle it very slowly and understand how we're going to be making things to be in a solvent way. Talk about how can we understand that this is the program of running from A to B to C. That is the way forward. And understanding that from this kind of a category to another category, that is the movement we have to grow, and this is the movement we have to understand. And it's going to be a very good pathway and a very good way of doing much of the things. And very fantastic at that kind of the position. And that is the way. And I'm going to be telling much of the people this kind of the way.
So, you have watched that clip. Really, that is the peace people want in the village. That is the peace. They send that boy to Kintu to tell him to actually live in peace. He refused, by the way. He never listened. And he was telling them that tell them to come. You know? They told him in peace that please, that you go away from here. You know? Go away. He refused. He continued making videos there. And he said he's not going away until he makes a video for 1 hour. You know? Even Congress dad passed there. Went to the travel commando's place, and again he came back and passed there. The fisherman was on the middle of the road with his GoPro. He put the stand on the middle of the road. The father to the person who worked on the road had to bypass him to leave him to stand on the middle of the road. Really? You know? How powerful is this fisherman to these people? How powerful is he? How powerful? You know? Really, how powerful this guy, really? How? That people can allow him to make this kind of, you know? By the time you will realize, this fool will be in your home. You know? By the time the travel commando will realize, this man will one day be making videos inside your house. Because this is what is driving at. That's exactly what he wants to do. Because now he has started saying, those people who are the travel commandos place, they're not supposed to be there. So he's the one who is supposed to be there. Really? Eh? That those of Mawira, they don't have rights to be at the travel. Really? Yeah? So he's the one who has the rights to be there. By the way, there are people really who can really be, what level of foolery is that one? He's the one who is supposed to know, who is supposed to be at the travel. The travel command really given these people peace, that they can actually do anything that they want. That is why even a fool now is saying he wants to gather the villagers, to really, that he wants to go and bring the chief, to bring the what? A fool. That is now, you see, because he has a big head, he can now gather everybody in the village there to these people are really minimizing the travel command to the worst level, really. But it's laughable. It is laughable. They actually feel they have a lot of powers towards the travel command. They feel they are supposed to control him. They are supposed to control everything that is actually at the travel commando's place. And not only that, they feel everything in the village. If the travel commando is supposed to do, they should be first be consulted. That is the level these people are reaching. This is beyond provocation. It is actually becoming now personal. Very personal. Because when you look at that video, what comes in your mind? If somebody can go and make a video, he's talking, he's pointing at your gate, he actually knows that you have left the village, you have gone to Nairobi, he knows. That means the man is always around to watch you, whether you have gone or you are still around. Because he knows that the travel commando is not at the villa, that he has gone to Nairobi to see his wife. So the guy is monitoring you 24/7. By the time he was going to make that video, at that point, he actually knew that the travel commando is not there and nobody can actually chase him from there. He knows. You can imagine that kind of behavior. So he wants now to prove a point that he can actually do it. And he said it. He said it by himself. That nobody can shake him. If they want to do what, let them come. What type of provocation is that one? And now these are the people, they are saying they want peace in the village. What type of peace is that? You are going to provoke me at my gate. You are going to abuse me at my gate. You are shouting at the road that I struggled so hard to make. We need to understand the point here. I'm not saying people passing on the road is bad. What I'm saying, somebody going to stand on the road, blocking my father to pass, and on top of that, you're abusing me. What type of insult is that one? It means there are no leaders in this village that can be consulted, talked with, and say, from today onwards, I don't want this man to be filming my gate. I don't want that. Then the local leaders in the village approaches this man and tell him that, please, the man does not want you at his villa. He does not. If you are to go, you go, but do not film his gate. And on top of that, you are abusing and you are insulting him. It means there are no leaders in this community who can actually bring this kind of individuals to order. Because these kind of things can result into a very, very bad thing. You know, then you find a useless man who is saying, I'm going to gather the villagers, you know, but we are going to discuss about the land, we are going to discuss about the roads, but reaction should continue. Then you are like, no, yes, there is nobody who is blocking reaction, but you cannot go and make reaction on my gate, and you are insulting me. And you want him to keep quiet, relax, so that you can keep on abusing him with your big head, you don't reason, you know. A fool in the community want now to rule, you know, to rule over a person who is changing the narrative of the village. A fool, you know, a fool with a huge head like this. No wonder God bless you with a big head, you know. So there are things that actually people can tolerate, but there are also things that shouldn't be tolerated. I can tolerate your stupidity, but I cannot tolerate somebody who is attacking my family. No. That one is unacceptable. It is not. You know? I cannot tolerate you doing everything. You can abuse me. But when you reach an extent of that making videos in front of my gate, even if it is 100 kilometers, but so long as it is my gate, it remains my gate. Go and make those videos. Go and insult me at your home. You know? Make those videos at your home. Go and insult me. But you reach at a level of coming to insult me on the gate that I build with my money, on the road that I use my sweat, my energy. You put a stand on my road to abuse me, to abuse my family, to abuse everybody. Which peace is that one? Which peace do you really want? I always keep on saying, if a madman stone you, you stone him back. That is when you will feel the pain. That's when you will feel the pain. This man has left his home. Then he is coming to the home of the travel commando. Please, however much people want to support him that is doing a right thing, to leave his home, to come to the family of the travel, to a gate of the travel, record videos, abuse him, that is doing great. I saw how they were praising him, that is actually the real G. Now you are showing us that you're a real G. Let me tell you, people will praise you, but the day you will be in a problem, you will not like it. And he's provoking Congress, Dad. He's actually provoking. And when Congress Dad react, you will see them coming in their platform. Hey, the man was beaten, the man was what? But people, somebody cannot just come and beat you for nothing. You know? Somebody cannot come and attack you for nothing. You will be attacked for a reason, because of your own stupidity. You know? Because you have really seen from that clip the level of provocation. That provocation, can you as a person allow that in your home really? Can you allow that? You know? Can you allow that? The man comes to record a video and he's abusing you. He's abusing your wife. He's abusing everybody in your family. What peace really? Is that peace? You know? Is that the peace people are talking about in that village? You know? And I saw this big man, the man with the big head, saying that you're a real G. That the fisherman is the real G because he has gone to make videos at the travel command. You can imagine he's in support of what the fisherman is doing. Instead of actually advising him that, my brother, I feel you're going an extra mile, which is actually very wrong. You know? Which is actually very, very wrong. Yes, some people can come with an argument. He was on the road and is a distance away from the travel commando's place, have you asked yourself, why do you think he has gone to record that video in that particular place? You know, you want to tell me there was no other place that that man could go and record that video from? You want to tell me if he was to stand at his home and record a video, you know, he would not be in position to record. So this is the only place that is good for him to record a video. You know? Is that the only place? Then you find some indie fools are saying, you are the real G. You continue with the work you're doing. We support you. We what? I'm like, now. The truth is, this world is full of evil people. As we are talking here, there are also fools who are very busy supporting him. And by the way, there are people who are financing this thing. And there are people who are giving him advice that when you want to get views, you go and make a video in that place. You are going to get views. There are people who are giving him advices. You know, if you want your channel to boom, you go be making videos there. Pass around there. You know, you need to act with the strength. Don't you think you are trying to create a wrong impression? Don't you think you who is advising the fisherman, you are trying to cause a problem in this community? Don't you think you want to bring hatred? Don't you think you want to bring division? You know, it is actually wrong. You may think you are giving him right advice, but you are calling for a generational problem. You know? Because if the fisherman is hurt from there, the bad blood is going to develop between the family of the travel commando and the family of this Kintu. So the best way is him to stay away from the family of the travel commando. What does he really want from that home? Because you are so desperate for money? You know? Really? He is so desperate for money to that level that he cannot even care about himself. You know? He can go an extra mile to provoke this family to stamp chest, you know, beat his chest around that is so strong, is so powerful, he's aggressive man. Is that how people are supposed to conduct themselves? Is that how things are supposed to go? Please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. I was able to watch a video from an old man called Kohera. Let me tell you, the truth is, Kohera probably mentally is not okay. Because things that sometimes he talks shows a lot of things. You know? Kohera was criticizing and talking so badly about the mwango that she was able to carry her bed and took to the home of the travel commando. You know? And now, the mwango wants to become like the owner of the home. She's now the man. It makes me to ask myself, this so-called Kohera used to say that his sister actually made his wife to leave. Was it true that Kohera, you have been having an affair with your sister. Because how can your sister make your wife to leave? It is possible. According to where I look at this old man, he can actually do it. You know? You can actually do it. Because you are so bitter. You are so bitter. You see everything in life like failure. When you keep on talking about negativity in your life, that is how your life will be. He has talked a lot. You know? He has talked a lot of rubbish that actually I could not expect to hear from an old man who is mature in brains and probably whom people are thinking that he's a man who can guide the villagers. By the way, we might be minimizing this so-called Kohera, that no, probably he is not okay, he is what. But in the village, that is the person all of them they're looking up to. So you cannot imagine the type of that village, how that village is. If all of them are looking at Kohera like he's the only person who has the brain. Eh? Like he's the only person who has the brain, really. You cannot imagine the nature of the village. If they are actually looking at Kohera like he's the one who is the savior. He's actually the one who is doing well and he can give you advice. You cannot imagine the type of that village. How confused they You know, sometimes. But you see something, when you look at people, you really see. The reason why the travel commando is struggling in the village is trying to bring these individuals who actually who have low IQ, like to try to be in his level. You know? That's the challenge he's facing. Because for him, he wanted to try to bring everybody to his level. Everybody at least to have money in their lives. You know? To change their lives. That was what the travel commando was trying to do. But now you see, you cannot be in position to bring everybody to your level. Whether you like it, you know, there is a reason why God, you know, created poor people and rich people. There is a reason. So actually, what the travel command now need to do is to go low. Let these individuals, let them be in their standard. Because when you keep on pulling them, you're going to keep on pulling more problems to yourself. The only solution to abandon them, you leave them with their mentality, with their madness, with their, because that is what they want. You cannot take a cow to drink water, then you force it to drink water. It's not possible. So the only solution, what the travel commando can now do, is to leave these villagers. You know, you should abandon them. You know, abandon them, leave them. Go open your gate, and that's the reason why most rich people in Africa, you will not even see him coming out of the car. He will just drive direct to his gate and enter in the house. When he's from inside the gate, he comes out with the car and he disappears. You will not know whether he is inside the car or the car has just come empty. You will not know. It is because of these kind of things. When you want to try to bring them together, you become a bad person. You see how they are fighting him on the issue of the roads. You know? It is actually opening these roads to help the village. Not only him. But when he's trying to open the road, people think he wants to grab people's land. He wants to do... But that is how development comes. You know? That is how... Now, when he was in Argentina trying to transform Argentina, they started shouting in the village. Yeah, now you see, he's constructing for the whatever in-law is what. Eh? You look at the woman has married him there. The woman has done what? Oh, a lot of rubbish. Yet actually, his wife was the one doing all those things. You know? When he was in Argentina, people were talking about him. You know? I thought maybe when he was going to be back in the village, people are going to stop because he's now back in the village. is building, is doing what, is working on the road, is doing. I thought these villagers would now come together to support their own. You know? As if that was not enough. Now they want to block the road, that they want to organize the village leaders, what. Now, what are they going to help you with? Let me tell you, you think those village leaders don't to see that you guys, they are stupid? They see it. They actually see it, that these individuals are fools. That is a reason why. Let me tell you, if somebody who have not settled in that village was the one doing all those things that the travel commando is doing, you know, let me tell you, nobody would be making noise. That's the problem with Africans. If a white man from US had come to that village and he's setting up a hotel, he's setting up schools, what, they were actually going to give him a road for free. And nobody was going to oppose it. But because they're seeing the travel commando, they're like, but this is ours. This is just a boy we saw growing. We used to bathe with him at the swamp. They are actually, minimizing him. And they don't believe in their own. Let me tell you, they are not believing in their own. If that was a white man from America, from USA, from Switzerland, from doing all those things, they would be even kneeling down. They would be kneeling down. They would be praising him like never before. Even some of them would be even escorting him like bodyguards. No, you leave. What are you doing? Yeah, you want to block the road. What are you? They can even beat you who is blocking the road. But because this is a man they have seen growing in this community, like one of them was saying that this is a man who used to graze cattle with us, who used to fetch water with us, who used to bathe with him down there. And now he's coming out that he's the one who knows how to what. I can educate our children. Now educating those children have defeated him. Are you seeing the level of madness, the level of stupidity? Africans don't want to accept that their own can actually do something. They don't want to accept that. They don't believe in their own. They believe that all this development can be done by the white man, not their own. These Africans, how you from nowhere, you are coming out. What are you trying? They can even they kill you. But if this was a white man who have come, they will look at him like heaven, earth. But yet, heaven, earth is actually the travel commando, whom they are opening their eyes, they're seeing. Now some of them are calling him, he is a braggart man, he brags a lot, he's what. You see that type of reasoning. But this is a person. The other day I was seeing this boy who came and sold for him a pigeon. They asked him that how much is was it a book, something like that, a report card, that it is 500 shillings. Yet actually it is 200 shillings. He is asking for 500. Now there are individuals who are feeding that boy with wrong information. That actually when you get something, that is how the boy is going to lose blessings. This boy is not a relative to the travel commando. He's not. And when the travel commando reach a point of stopping to help this boy, people don't blame him. Don't blame him. These are the boys, when they grow, they start hating him again. A young boy of that age is starting to make funny stories. Really? He's being misguided. But you cannot be as a young boy of that age. Every day you want to go to ask for money. Every day. There is a problem. There is somebody who is misguiding that young boy. There's somebody. And actually, people don't want the travel commando to, even when that now you see how the young boy is asking you for 500 shillings, and you are chasing him. Now you can imagine. But the person who is very busy, talking badly about the travel command is actually doing nothing in the community to support other people. They're doing actually nothing. Do you know there are people who are actually hating the travel commando because the travel commando stopped helping their family? And not one, not two. There are quite many in that village who are actually hating him because he withdrew the support to their families. He stopped educating their children. Those guys are there. They are hating him because of that. But these are the very people who used to talk so badly, like they have reached heaven on earth. They don't want any support from the travel commando. And now when he has withdrawn the support, they are now looking at it like he's a bad man. That's what, now they are the ones who are actually promoting the idea that he's grabbing the land in the village, and now they have started blocking the roads. When the travel commando was still educating these children, these people, they were not blocking the roads. The vehicle could pass in peace. But the reason why the travel commando withdrew this support, it is because they started talking badly about him and the entire family, and they were crucifying him. So they wanted the travel commando to keep on helping these children. At the same time, these are the children who are talking badly about him, who are actually trying to pull his brand down. So they wanted him to continue helping them. Meanwhile, they're abusing him. Is that really fair? Is that really correct? Sometimes let's learn how to speak the truth. Even this so-called, this fake man who with a big head, who is now coming out to crucify the travel command, it is because Gita or who, they have stopped educating him probably. That's why you see him now coming out making his mouth is like he has eaten a bomb. Jealousness, bitterness. These guys are so bitter in their hearts. They're so bitter. But they are feeling bad because of what somebody has. Those things you see him having, he has worked so hard for it. Those things you are traumatizing him with, he has worked for it. Work for your own. Work for your own. It is actually pain my heart to see how this man, the travel commando, have tried to change this community. But individuals are not appreciating. Individuals are not seeing what he is doing. Individuals, instead of appreciating, thanking, they're very busy crucifying. And to a level of blocking the road. People don't want materials to go to the construction site. People are fighting, people are beating themselves because you don't want these materials to go. Really. Is that the future that we actually want to see? Is that the madness that actually want to see? Please, let's fast forward this clip, and then when I come back, we shall continue with this video.
And in this regard, this young lady actually lacked privacy. She lacked privacy. This young lady deserved to have a family house where she could tender, where she could attend to her husband as a wife, not in the public villa where everybody comes, everybody throws eyes, everybody talks. A villa, that is a public restaurant, a public, where she had no boundaries or as a wife. She deserved a family house, private, where she could be working, cooking for the husband, and even living Maisha, playing outside there. This lady was actually, she was not rightfully put the way a wife is supposed to be put. Just imagine, everybody became a boss. on her. The mwango is around here. Imagine taking a bed to Rosho's house as if she is a co-wife. Leaving her mother. That lady is single. She is supposed to be cooking for Esther. Why did she move to Marwas and put a bed in the villa? Now, her and Marwa no difference. She was looking as if even Rosho is her wife. I don't know what I can put it.
If all people were to think like this old man, this world would not be a better place. What this old man is trying to say is that the wife of the travel commando was not very comfortable at the home, and this is a villa, this is a big, like a hotel, and actually the travel commando, this woman needs a smaller home, a home where a child can play around, you know, a home where, you know, he can be there with her husband and the child, and the child should be having the freedom to play around. Now you look at this kind of thinking. You know, people are thinking to make transformation. The reasoning of this old man is for all generation. The world is changing, my old man. You know, you don't understand that things are actually changing. And the person who is opening the people's eyes is actually this man you are seeing. You know, the travel command is actually showing people that it is possible. It is possible. And those are the people, by the way, we need right now in Africa. Those are the group of people we need. People like the travel command. Those are the people we need in Africa. Because actually, if that village was to have like 4 of them, you can imagine how that village would be. It will not be the same. But this old man is saying that the wife of the travel command needed a smaller house. Where he's also reasoning. According to him, what he's saying is right. I don't know. I don't blame him, but you know, sometimes when you look at some people when they are talking, yeah, you may think they are drunk, and yet actually they are not even drunk. But because that is where his mind stops, his reasoning capacity. That is what he knows, and his mind are fixed on that. That actually this. This woman is having a problem because the house is too big. You know, I've been seeing in the comments, somebody was asking, actually from the video, the premium of the travel command. Somebody is saying, but you build such a big house for what? That you build such a big house for what? And I'm like, that must be Kohera who was asking such a question. Yeah? That the woman needed a smaller house. Let me tell you. You know, this cover I've not yet cleared so well. You know, if you are to construct, or if you are to buy a car, like what the travel commander have done, if you are to consult a lot of people, you will actually not build. You know, you will not build. You will not build. That's the truth. If you are to consult people like Kohera, now old man, me, I want to build a house like this. Yeah? You will tell you, no, don't build a house like, you build like, you build like his. Build the size like his. Because he does not want you to build something bigger than his house. Jealousness. You know? Jealousness. He will actually tell you, no, you build a smaller one. Even this one of mine is, by the way, big. It's a stall. You know where the Kohera was building a smaller house, that a shop at his home, you know? You can imagine an old man who want to open a business at his home in the village. Who is actually going to buy it? An old man who defecate in the compound. Who is going to buy? The man, people have helped him to construct a pit latrine. But he's still not going to the pit latrine. He's going, and you expect anybody to go to your home to buy. That business will collapse. It will not see even its birthday. You know? So sometimes, if the traffic commander had actually told people that he was going to buy that car, a lot of people are going to don't buy. That is wasting money. You know? That is wasting money. So sometimes even consulting people, you will consult and you have a problem. Because there are people actually who will be against what you want to do. Because they don't want you to be ahead of them. That is now actually what Kohera is doing. The plan that the travel commando had for that house is actually very, very big. That is the reason why they call it a villa. A villa is not these smaller houses like yours, Kohera. You need to understand that. It's a modern kind of setting. You know? So the travel commando is actually thinking in the modern kind of thing. Not this smaller thinking of yours. You want to make everything looks like 1990 what, you know? Sometimes when you see some people doing certain things, you need to ask yourself, ask some questions in your head. What made this man to come out with such plans to build such a house in the village? Because his plans are for generation. You know? His children time to come can even hire that house to people to sleep. You know, like it can even be changed to become a hotel. Because the standard of that house is going to be a standard not for 20 years, for like 50 years. Because how you are set up that house, even in 50 years from now, it will still look a good design and looking nice, so long as they maintain it so well. Those are the plans. The police plans is for generation. He does not want his children to suffer like the way he suffered. You need to understand that, Kohera. But you see, sometimes bringing a fool to a normal understanding is actually hard. And that's why I'm saying that the travel commando should actually stop trying to bring these villagers to his level. Because it will never be. There is a reason why other people are rich and other people are poor. There is a reason. And God knows why he decided to make it like that. You know? He knows. But when you want to pull everybody that, you come. No. Probably those ones you are seeing, they were meant not to be rich. Maybe their children are the ones who will struggle to reach now that level. But those ones you are seeing who are coming out, instead of working, they want to steal. You know, instead of seeking for help, they want to abuse you. Instead of seeking for this and this, they want to do the opposite. Those ones, probably, God, they are not the chosen ones to be rich, you know, or to have some level, you know. Because actually, God has opened doors in this village. Clear doors that actually people can see. That when you go to the travel commando, you need only 1 day to get 1,000 subscribers. It is very hard to get subscribers. Me, I struggled. You know, I struggled. Now you can imagine the way I struggled to get my subscribers, my good subscribers. You know, the way I've struggled. Then I bring somebody and then somebody turn against me, start abusing me, insulting me, doing what? You think I will entertain that? Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please, always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. I would first of all want to take this opportunity to welcome my new subscribers. And please, if you have not yet subscribed to this platform, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much, my good people. Thank you, and thank you a million times. I would first want to send a very, very special thank you to Grace Denan. Thank you for the big donation. I really do appreciate your big support. Thank you, and thank you so much. I would also want to send a very, very special greeting to all of you watching me from the USA, UK, Canada, all of you from the Caribbean, and not forgetting my good people here in Africa. Thank you, and thank you a million times for supporting this platform and making this platform what it is today. I really want to say thank you, and thank you a million times. Let's meet again in our next video tomorrow. God bless all of you. See you again.